Hey y'all, it's Friday, and this is Wassup Flobo, episode 138. I say this every week, I say this every time, but it does blow my mind that 138 of these things are out there in the universe. And I'll get to the reason why in just a minute, but just want to say, look, man, this show is streaming on StreamYard. StreamYard is a platform that I use. I'm a huge advocate for. I have some news about StreamYard that I can't even get into. I'm so excited about it. But if you're thinking about doing a show live, if you're thinking about having some a virtual meeting space to chat with friends, StreamYard.com is where you want to do it. Use the link in my description below to get yourself some store credit, some school credit, some discount credit, and check out all the features. So I got some news about StreamYard. I can't get into all the details, but your boy Flobito was contacted by StreamYard corporate team, and I'll just leave it at that. Otherwise, I'm doing pretty well. I was just saying, I can't believe I'm at 130 episodes of this thing. And a lot of my closest friends know my story when it comes to this, but I always like to say it, and that is a year ago this week, December 15th, I sat at my computer, fired up YouTube live streaming, and I said, all right, here's something on my mind. It was like a dissertation about hustling. And I tried vlogs before. I did Flobo chat when I was in grad school. I did the wall when I was out of grad school, just like me talking to the camera. So this is like a third version of me talking to the camera, but I wanted this to have a bit of purpose. And this has become the lynch. Like New Amsterdam Radio was the oldest show in my network, but What's Up Flobo, having it live really opened up everything that I've done. And so over the years, over the past year, I can say, yeah, I'm on a bunch of shows. A lot of my friends make fun of me for that. Oh, you do so many shows. I know people who do more shows, but as the great rapper Eric Sermon once said, it may not be nothing, but I wrote this here. You know, it may not be the flashiest design. There's kids half my age who can edit faster than I ever could. They can have graphics and they can do all the things I can do at a clipper pace. I'm an older person now. I'm an elder millennial, as they call it. But I did it. I'm doing it, and everything I've done is something I've done. And so it's so crazy that this week was the week of What's Up Football 1, and now I'm at 138. Today's episode, though, relates to all of this. I didn't come here just to brag. I came here to, I want to say motivate you either. You can be motivated or not motivated. It's really up to you, y'all. It's the feeling, man. Look, there is, for creatives, there's always that fan, that oscillating fan of success and failure. Hope and despair. It just goes back and forth. And I can tell you, as I look at the proverbial water rising in the room when it comes to the pandemic, the shutdown, the slowdown of work, the closing of businesses, our economy, and I'm seeing that water rise. There is some good of all this. You know, I personally have been lucky enough to try things I never thought I would. You know, I get to commentate and cast video games. That's something I started in March during the lockdown. So the lockdown helped me do that. And I got to try a Netflix show to say, I have this film degree, let me dust it off. Or, hey, I really love this obscure show, NXT UK Wrestling, let me have a show reviewing it. Or, I like Star Trek Discovery, but I'm a new fan, I'm gonna put it out there. And little by little, and brick by brick, things are happening. So I'm telling you, if you're creative, if you build anything, if you write anything, even if it's something tangible, if you are a sushi roller and you're like, man, I'm not getting the good job offers, it will come. And I can tell you that now, because I know there's some days I'm like, it ain't coming. I need to go back and watch this. I'm feeling positive enough today to tell you that it will come. I feel like there's a shift happening here. I'm still in my room. I'm still doing these things, but all it takes is one phone call, one email, one viral post, one joke on Twitter, one thing you didn't mean to blow up in a way it did, and it will work out. And I always like to think of a time when I was doing comedy. I was in my first 6 months of comedy. So my first 6 months of comedy, it's when they say you suck. I feel like I was funny. I was killing on stage, but you don't really know what you are about. You're just telling jokes. And that's why experienced comics say you suck. And about 6 months in, I had my first bit. And it was the first bit where it had more instances of success than failure. So my first killer bit, if you will. And it was about this thing about Burger King. this is the real story of it all. I won't do the bit here because that's kind of lame. But the real story is I helped my buddy move. He wanted to pay me back by taking me out to lunch at Burger King. He orders a lot of food, and because it's Burger King and the combo deals are cheap for a reason, but if you order extras, you pay the extra prices. So when the bill came back, he was like, "Oh my gosh, I don't believe this. Check it again." And I thought it was funny because you really can't negotiate the prices at Burger King. So I made that funny for a bit. And my first 6 months in, it killed until I outgrew it and I kind of put it on ice. But I remember, though, the third time I told that joke where I knew the big laugh would be him saying, "Check it again. Check the prices again." But for some reason on this crowd, they were like in the aisles laughing, clutching their sides, figuratively speaking, when I said, "So my buddy helped me out and wanted to buy me lunch, and so he took me to Burger King," because they thought it was hilarious that I helped the guy move his apartment and his payment for me is Burger King. The jab, the setup, was actually more funnier to this crowd than the actual punchline of him arguing with the price of Burger King. Why am I bringing that up? Well, because when you create the big project, when you say, you know what, I'm going to create this, I'm going to write this novel, that's the big project. Sometimes no one may read the novel. But you may notice that your daily journals about the difficulties of reading that novel is the one people resonate with. Or you want to create a brand new album, but the scratch track where you remix a funny line from a movie, that's the one that goes viral. This actually happened to a friend of mine. He was a artist, a EDM artist, had an album out there, okay response, but he went and did like one of those mashups with the Porg animals from Star Wars, and that blew up, and he became famous for this comedy Porg video. And he's like, "Well, that's great, but my thing is this." So you'll never know where success is coming from. You never know where virality comes from, or people launching on the brand. Just keep pushing it. Just keep doing it. Find different stores to put your stock in, and it will come. Now, again, I'm saying this now because I'm feeling positive today. So I gotta go back probably and watch my own stuff when I'm in down the dumps. I'm calling my mom. I'm going, "Mom, it's so hard. Why doesn't anyone want to buy my stuff?" But that does it for me, man. It's Friday. I might go for a little bit of a jog, but I have to come back because I have a Friday video game casting opportunity. I'm so excited for that. But until next time, the deal. 2 ways to support the homie, especially now in the holiday season, if you can. Get access to bonus content by hitting up patreon.com/Flobo Boyce. We call that the Boisterous Crew. Please do that. Or if you don't want to do things monthly, if you just want to contribute one time, I have a web store. You could buy t-shirts, you could buy masks, you could buy mugs over at Flobito.threadless.com. That's Flobito.threadless.com. I said right here, get a shirt, mask, or hoodie. Hashtag support the homie. That does it for me. See you guys next week on Wassup Flobo After Hours or Draped in Gold. All that fancy stuff. I'm out.